In fact, one of the biggest live streams right
now.
So
one time I went on YouTube just to check out the streams because I was like, hey, maybe I'll stream on YouTube or some shit. Dog, there was so many gambling scams on YouTube. If you go to their live page, I swear to God, 90% of that shit was gambling scams. Look at this. We doing this shit live. Is YouTube streaming? I can't even do that shit. I can't even fake that shit, guys. I can't even fake that shit. Okay, so Moist Critical, he came out with the video. I think it kind of addresses Ludwig's video about like he noticed that a lot of people are moving from YouTube back to Twitch that got contracts. They're all moving back to Twitch, and I think he's gonna delve into it a little bit because obviously like Moist Critical is like actually, funnily enough, mainly a YouTube streamer, but he started multi-streaming lately to Twitch. But I think he's just always been on YouTube. Like he just never really streamed on Twitch. Like he wasn't paid to stream on YouTube, but he just did it anyways. So he's probably like one of the OGs. Okay.
Did YouTube streaming fail? I'm using past tense because according to a lot of people, it's already buried. I think it did its job.
I think it did its job.
There's been a lot of YouTube exclusive streamers over the last month or so that have announced that they're moving back to Twitch or that they're going to be multi-streaming now that their YouTube contracts are up. So the perception is that every YouTube streamer is basically just in purgatory, scratching at their neck.
I gave my take on this before, but I think I think it's because that a lot of the people who got paid to go stream at YouTube, they originally built the community on Twitch. So it kind of just made sense for them to then, like go back to Twitch because that's where the community originally is from. It's kind of like me with you guys. Like if I got paid by YouTube to do their streams, I would do it. But then like once that shit's up, I'm probably coming back to Twitch, right? Because like this is where all the boys are out. This is where the fam is at. This is where the insiders are at.
To get back to Twitch.
Tim the Time started multi-streaming as well. I saw that.
Did a long time ago, God rest its soul, where people that were previously on Twitch took a bag from YouTube, had a little paid vacation for a year or two, and then go back to Twitch eventually. And as a former full-time streamer on both platforms, I feel like I'm John Constantine walking the line between worlds here.
True.
And I feel like I just have oodles of insight on this subject.
Shroud. Now, Shroud's situation is different. So Shroud got a fat contract from Mixer. And Mixer was like new at the time, right? This isn't like a pre-established thing. It was just Mixer, right? And so they wanted to get into the streaming game, so they got Ninja, they got Shroud. I don't know if they got anyone else, right? And then they made some content together. I mean, not what they did. They played Fortnite, but he made some content on Mixer. But this is the thing: he signed a contract for like I don't know, a lot multi-year contract. Got paid out of I don't know what it is, but I think the rumors were over $20 million multi-contract, right? But then this is the thing: Mixer shut down. Before the contract was even up, Mixer shut down. But guess what? I'm pretty sure this man got paid in full. So not only did he get paid the whole money for the contract, he didn't even have to stay at Mixer. And then I think it was still within the time frame where people were still giving out contracts. And so I think he then got a contract for Twitch. And that is why Shroud and Ninja are fucking goated, okay? Totally different situations though. Because they shut down, they got the money anyways, bro. He made Mixer go bankrupt. Honestly, he was probably part of it.
Senile years, I have elected to go part-time so you can hang that jersey in the rafters. Or if you're a tier 3 sub on Twitch, you can go ahead and downgrade that puppy or just stop it altogether. Because at this point, it's kind of like the GameStop trade-in of value. You're not getting a whole lot of bang for your buck with how little I've been streaming recently. I did stream all weekend for the Apex Major in Germany. We were watch partying our squad.
I think I saw that he was like, he's trying to make his streams a little more purposeful.
Just posted a video on
like
that
more
as well,
fun instead of just him hanging out and stuff.
Version. So it's a topic I really want to explore. And it turns out Ludwig already beat me to it, that rascal. So I kind of want to just go through his video and drop some more tiddlywinks of information about all of it.
Have you been noticing this trend where people who are signed to YouTube live streaming contracts, the day their contract ends, switch back to Twitch or start multi-streaming?
Yeah, that's a phenomenon that's more common than the cold. You would be hard-pressed to find any Twitch streamers that switch to YouTube streaming and haven't already switched back.
Oh, that's a good point. Anyone who, okay, I don't know about switching. Anyone who got paid to switch, I don't think any of them stayed. Anyone who got paid to switch didn't stay. And then Myth, like he got paid his bag, but he's taking a break right now. But I would be shocked. I would be shocked if Myth didn't come back to Twitch. I would be shocked.
back over the last year or so to Twitch, or at the very least started multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. There are less of them than there is hair on my chest, and look at what we're working with here.
All right.
Everyone seemingly that switched to YouTube streaming, either through YouTube contracts or through Twitch's fumbling over the last couple of years with like some policy changes as well as like some platform direction that people are upset with, have over the last year or so switched back. Because Twitch started to find their footing again with some of the changes and changing things around, like reverting a couple of things, as well as YouTube no longer doing streaming contracts. So it seems like everyone's flooding back to Twitch the second they can.
YouTube and YouTube Live not changing isn't because they move slow. It's because YouTube Live isn't a priority for YouTube. But your friends that went to YouTube are all coming back, Sushi.
What was...
Dan,
what the fuck was
Clancy,
my bad? What the fuck is this? What is this, bro? I thought he was making this face for real, but I think it's a filter, dog.
We're all coming back, Sushi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dan Clancy, cool as a cucumber here. I'm actually shocked he didn't have a cigar in his mouth delivering this little
YouTube
speech.
Live is trash.
Like, he's basically just dancing on the grave of YouTube's reputation in the public eye.
This is the thing. Can we be honest? Like YouTube it's just not focused, right? YouTube is a place for video content and high quality VODs, right? Not VODs, but like curated quality. There's a script, there's a planned out video, there's no downtime. It's not a lot of like live, let's see what happens. So like going there and then clicking on a live channel doesn't really make sense. You want to see curated content and like high quality curated content, right? But Twitch is not that. Twitch is live. And when you're live, there's a lot of downtime, right? Because you literally can't just be like flashing the viewers with a bunch of like stuff all the time. So it's like a different audience is what I mean. Like one audience is willing to sit down there and just hang out with the streamer and just like watch content that isn't always fun. But when you watch a YouTube video, you're not going to watch a boring ass YouTube video, because the YouTube video you clicked on, you're watching because you clicked on it, right? So like whatever you clicked on, you're looking for that. And it's gonna be curated to that and deliver that experience, right? But with Twitch, you never know what you're gonna get. So I think it's like two different audiences.
Everyone, myself included, thought YouTube was going to be a real threat to Twitch's market share, because Twitch has had the streaming ecosystem in a titty twister for years. They've had the nipple clamps on those honkers. And YouTube started to get a lot of momentum with streamers that were native to Twitch switching to YouTube even without a contract. But it seems most streamers grew tired of YouTube doing absolutely nothing besides letting the streaming element of their site wither, fester, and die. So pretty much all of them have switched back to...
They really not update anything? I didn't know that. They did nothing?
To Twitch at this point, except for the ones that are still under contract or banned from Twitch. But there was a moment where it really did seem like YouTube was encroaching on Twitch's stranglehold on the industry. And at the height of this, Dan Clancy was interviewed asking... Are they panicking? Are they worried about Twitch users switching to rival platforms?
Did he say no?
Is Twitch going to do anything to keep users and streamers on their site? It was also public knowledge at this time that Twitch...
You know what? I'm going to say that he was probably never afraid, because he knows. He knows. And I still think to this day that Twitch is a loss leader for Amazon. I don't know if this is a fact. They make money off of Twitch, right? I think overall, with the way they run their services, holding the VODs and doing all this stuff, like I would be shocked if they made money, like a lot of money off of Twitch. Like I feel like it's more like a platform for ads and shit. I don't know. Or maybe they hope that one day it'll become something more than just like what it is now. But
Twitch had completely stopped doing contracts for even their biggest streamers. They just put the kibosh on contracts entirely. And Dan Clancy just said nope. In fact, he encouraged everyone to try alternatives. Like if they want to stream on YouTube and
Rumble,
go for it. Go hog wild. He said that he believed that all of them would be back to Twitch because he believed in the platform being the best that streaming had to offer.
Yeah, exactly.
And it seems like his bet has paid off so far. Like Luigi, he won without having to do anything. It seems most streamers that went to other platforms are all starting to flock back to Twitch.
This is very true.
You know, when Myth ended his YouTube contract, I believe he took a break.
He come back.
Streaming on YouTube. Lily, the moment her contract ended, switched back over to Twitch.
Oh, I didn't know Lily. I didn't even know Lily had a contract with YouTube. Okay, damn.
Lupo, when his contract ended, started multi-streaming. I mean, shit, Tim the Tapman today said he was going to start multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And look,
I didn't know Tim the Tapman's contract ended, but damn, he's back on Twitch. 17K viewers, bro.
His viewership is better on Twitch after 3 years, I think, on YouTube. than it is right now.
Why is everyone telling Tim to drink? What the hell? Why is everyone telling Tim to drink?
YouTube.
And that's a pretty crazy thing. So the perception and the fear for a lot of streamers was if they left Twitch, if they ever decided to come back, their viewership wouldn't be what it once was, or their sub count would be significantly lower. But time and
okay, I will say that like I don't know what the numbers are right now, right? Like, and I'm sorry if I'm pausing the video too much. I don't know what the numbers are right now, but I feel like your return stream will always have bigger numbers. You know what I mean? So like Myth right now, like he's been struggling numbers wise on YouTube, on just streaming in general. And if he comes back to Twitch, I promise you, the first day or two, like literally those 2 days will be really high viewership in comparison to his YouTube numbers. But in the long run, I'm not sure. Like, you know, you know what I mean? It's just like everyone wants to see the return. It's something to watch. But like how many of those people actually stay?
Time again, it seems like that's just not the case. Not just Tim the Tatman, but there's been other streamers that have gone to other platforms that have come back to Twitch and have been in pretty much the exact same spot that they left off in, no matter how many years had passed.
Damn,
Everybody knows when you switch platforms, your audience doesn't necessarily follow you.
100%.
You're definitely not getting the whole kit and caboodle to come over to the new platform that you've come to. You're lucky to get like even a fraction of it. Like, yeah, you'll hit like...
We shooting around stuff. I forgot I got a fantasy draft. Wait, talk to Chris. Wait, he's down. Well, you have a fantasy draft right now? Look, now I have to edit, bro. You got me fucked up. You got a fantasy draft right now? Chris said he's down. He's down to let him know when we leave. But that means we can cancel. GG's. I have to edit this. Okay. Yo, future Jonathan, make sure you edit this part out, bro. Do not let this go unedited. We're getting cooked if this is unedited. Let's go. Cancel. Cancel it. I can just do it on my phone. Up to you. I'm assuming you're not home yet. Like, let me know. After this react, dude, this okay. We got like 15 more minutes in the video. I'll start setting up the phone, and then hopefully we can go out and do. If not, then the stream's gonna end here today, boys. But we still got fucking 2.5 hours in, bro. That's a fucking W. Okay, I'm gonna do this because we're running out of time, yo. Look at this. I gotta catch up now. You distracted me.
The new platform that you've come to, you're lucky to get like even a fraction of it. Like, yeah, you'll hit like huge peaks for the first couple of streams.
Exactly. First couple of streams
trickling in just to check it out. But that audience you built up on the previous platform, they're most likely just going to go back to that because that's the platform they're most comfortable on. So if you're not on it, they'll probably just find another streamer, and maybe they'll occasionally tune in.
Like, yeah, exactly, just to see what's going on.
For the most part, they don't get converted to the new platform that you've switched to. So with the example here, Tim the Tatman, he built up a YouTube streaming audience, and now that he went back to Twitch, that Twitch audience he used to have, it seems like they're still using Twitch and look to be receptive to Tim the Tatman being back on their preferred
platform.
That's
W-Tim, though. That's
W-Tim. So his viewership has kind of stayed pretty much the same there.
And nothing fucking changed. He's literally doing better on Twitch. And you might be wondering, okay, why are streamers
12,000 viewers on YouTube with 17? He's got 30K concurrent. God damn, Tim.
Switching back to Twitch? Well, one might be because they do better. They get more viewers. Two, it's because they also make more money.
I saw someone say sub count, by the way, earlier. I didn't answer it. I apologize. I'm not making up messages here. We are at 6.3.
Crowd, our game's over.
So you have an official number?
I'm joining up.
We're probably closer to 6.5, if I had to guess.
And Tim basically says he got 6,500 subs in one single stream on Twitch.
They all back.
On YouTube, he had 14,000 subs. So he basically got almost half his subscriber count in one day.
Bro, like 20K
so he's going
subs?
to start making more money from Twitch subs than he ever did from YouTube members.
That is another huge thing. That one is a big old...
He's got 1,000 more subs than me. 1,000 times more subs. We gotta work 1,000 times harder.
Set to wumbo explanation for why a lot of people will switch back to Twitch. The earning potential on YouTube streams is substantially lower than it is on Twitch.
Really?
Twitch is a platform with culture. Chat experience on Twitch has always and will always be better than YouTube.
Oh, true.
Period. Hands down. There's nothing YouTube can do to really beat that, and it doesn't seem like YouTube's even trying. They're just waving the white flag on that.
Very true.
They're just eating the huge fucking L on just having a bad chat experience compared to Twitch. But also, Twitch just has a culture of subbing. Like, Twitch has Prime subs, which is something you can do for free for your favorite streamer.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Because I was like, wait, doesn't YouTube have subs and like similar shit? That's so true. And like, dude, it's like a numbers game. Everything's a numbers game because it's kind of like winners keep winning on Twitch, right? So if you have high numbers, you get more subs, right? more subs, more viewers. And then people say, oh my God, this guy has more viewers. And then they come to the stream to check out, why does he have so many viewers? Hey, this guy has so many subs. Why does he have so many subs? And then they go check out the stream. Actually, makes sense.
Where you sub to them with Twitch Prime and it's free for you.
But it can all start because it's free for a lot of people. Because
that is a deal YouTube just can't match.
Yeah.
And it's extremely beneficial to the streamers on Twitch. So Tim the Tap Man can make in one day what it took 3 years for him to make on YouTube, at least when it comes to like membership numbers versus sub numbers.
Okay.
So YouTube has a sub equivalent with members, but nobody fucking uses it. Most people don't even know it exists. Also, it's not even functional on mobile. You have to go outside of the YouTube app, like on like a different browser on your phone, in order to even find the join button for most channels. Like, it's not something that's integrated into YouTube
crazy.
Streaming. So most streamers on
Wait, so YouTube doesn't even try to get the creators money. That's crazy. Okay, I see why everyone's moving back. It's because like literally YouTube's not doing anything to make it easier for people to pay. I know that sounds crazy, right? But that's the truth, right? YouTube is not making it easy for the supporters to give their content creators money. Like, that's what it is. I figured it out. I get it now. I get it now.
Will never come close to the amount of subs
that's
a Twitch
huge.
streamer will have.
That's huge.
And they won't even come close to the amount of money a Twitch streamer earns if they are streaming on YouTube. So that's another really enticing reason why a lot of people that were streaming on YouTube are going back to Twitch. They only support speed now?
That's probably not wrong.
Also, another obvious one is discoverability. The main critique of YouTube streaming since its inception has been how hard it is to navigate and how difficult it is to even find streams in the fucking first place. And they have done little to improve that.
That's not wrong.
Any channels that have found success streaming on YouTube are channels that already had an audience before they started streaming, or had an audience from elsewhere that came in for those YouTube streams.
Exactly.
Anyone that's just starting with streaming on YouTube, it's not going to bring in any viewers because discoverability is non-existent. YouTube is actually really good when it comes to
Speed is the face of YouTube, 100%.
So this is something Ludwig also talks about. If a big moment happens in an event, like grand finals is going on in some kind of big tournament, and a lot of people start flooding in, well, YouTube recognizes that and then actually starts recommending that stream outside of the normal little bubble, like the quarantine unit that it keeps streams in. So then you actually will get some eyes on it.
Okay.
But if you're like just daily streaming normal shit or just starting out streaming, you're not gonna have that stream go to any.
I don't want to be that person because obviously I'm a small streamer, right? Like obviously I'm a small streamer, right? I ain't bullshit. Like I'm not big time. Hey, we ain't there yet though. Hey, we ain't there yet. But I'd argue the discoverability on Twitch is like, I don't know because I didn't stream on YouTube, but like I feel like the discoverability on Twitch is not that great either, unless you're like a big time streamer. But that's just kind of how it is because like there's so many small streamers. Like 99% of them are small. So like then what are they gonna do? Just show off random streamers? Like, I guess I've been recommended on some people here. It's been lucky, so maybe not terrible, but I mean I feel like YouTube can't be doing much worse than that. If you go on YouTube and search Black Myth and Wukong live, you'll have a tough time to find a live stream. Damn, that's tough. You can't even search up like a game or like a I don't know. I don't know. I never look up streams on YouTube, so I can't really comment on that too much. But like, I feel like Twitch discoverability, at least now, is not the greatest, but it's just so popular now. So like
outside of whatever audience you've already built up going into it. You have better odds of writing your YouTube handle on a paper airplane and throwing it out of your window and hoping a neighbor sees it and checks it out than you do just streaming on YouTube and relying on
maybe I should start doing that.
It doesn't happen.
Maybe I gotta start doing that.
Whereas on Twitch, even though there are so many streamers to compete with in every category, your odds of being seen are higher. Your potential to have some viewers trickle in is just higher on Twitch.
Oh, okay. This is not wrong. This is not wrong. But I guess this is the hard part of streaming, right? Okay, so every stream I get about 30 unique viewers, like 30 people come into my stream. I don't know what YouTube is, but I stream for about 5 hours a day. About 30 people will come trickle in and have nothing to do with the stream. They don't know who I am. They're just randomly trickling in the stream. The hard part is getting them to stay and to like follow and to come back, right? That's like the hard part, right? Out of every week, I probably get maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll get one person that comes back like frequently out of every week, right? So it's tough. It's tough. But if YouTube doesn't even do that at all, oof.
You look at the most watched major streaming platforms by hours watched of live broadcasts, Q2 of this year, YouTube gaps Twitch. It's not close. 3 times bigger, 15 billion. However, that doesn't exactly tell the full story. Because if you look at this, you also have to include, some people like YouTube's biggest live streamer by hours watched.
YouTube is globally known though.
It is Lo-Fi Girl.
Yeah, so just looking at the cold, hard
they are global.
facts
They are
here,
global.
looking at these numbers.
Everyone knows YouTube, but not everyone knows Twitch. Also, Lo-Fi Girl's considered a streamer? Lo-Fi Girl's considered a streamer? Oh my fucking god.
A peek under the hood.
Oh my god.
It looks like on the surface, YouTube is slapping Twitch around when it comes to these numbers. But it's really not. Because these numbers are bloated just by the sheer volume of streams that are going on that are just literally always on. So like Lo-Fi Girl.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest stream in the world when it comes to watch hours. The watch time on that is absurd because it's 24/7 nonstop with tens of thousands of viewers that are idly just listening to it in the background.
The person making the money?
Or have it on while they sleep.
Holy shit, how rich are they?
So it's not like the healthiest number that they have here. It's just the biggest one. So it doesn't really tell the full story. And Lud also mentioned some other very, very popular streams on YouTube that really inflate the fuck out of those numbers.
Things like Lo-Fi Girl or videos playing on loop or what there's a bunch of on YouTube Live, which is scams. In fact, one of the biggest live streams right now.
So one time I went on YouTube just to check out the streams because I was like, hey, maybe I'll stream on YouTube or some shit. Dog, there was so many gambling scams on YouTube. If you go to their live page, I swear to God, 90% of that shit was gambling scams. I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. There are so many lo-fis now. I could definitely see that, but the truth is like, the lo-fi is so one of one, right? It's so one of one because like all you need is that one channel. It's not like the other lo-fis are offering anything different. So like that's low-key, like smart as hell. The person who did it, lucky, but there's no one else who could ever copy and have viewers, like viewers for real.
On YouTube is Tesla, except it's not Tesla.
It's fake Tesla.
It is a scam account with 20,000 subscribers with 86,000 bots
87,000
watching to give it some credibility. So people click on it who aren't part of the bot number, and then they scan this code, and then they lose all of their crypto. Do not scan this code. I'm showing this as an example of YouTube's corrupt.
Oh, W Ludwig for covering it.
Botting problem.
Or W.
If anybody actually
I don't know,
scanned that QR code from Ludwig's video, I believe that it is now Ludwig's responsibility to pay you back for all of your lost crypto.
Yeah, I like that.
He is liable now because Ludwig scammed you.
Yep.
I had the decency to censor the scam QR code. I'm just being a little goofster. If anyone actually scans that QR code and loses all their crypto, they 100%
Why don't you try multi-streaming? I swear. Also, welcome to the channel, yo. Oh, I didn't see you follow. Sorry, I turned off my follow notification because of bots.
Actually scans that QR code and loses all their crypto, they 100% deserve it for being an unfathomably stupid buffoon. I will never be able to wrap my head around who actually falls for those. I truly don't understand it. Like, I know the default answer is like old people. I don't believe that because they probably don't have crypto in the first place. But anyway, what Ludwig is highlighting here is that
who's getting the TikTok scams? Actually, old people also have it. Old people definitely have it.
Have tons and tons of viewership, last for quite a long time, thus bump those numbers up on the YouTube streaming hours.
Yeah. That's why the numbers are so high.
Real. Like, you can probably find 10 of these streams going on right now. Like, that also tells me the scam must be pretty successful. There must be some people falling for it. I don't know how, you absolute imbeciles, but there's tons of them happening all the time, inflating those numbers, and YouTube doesn't do anything about it.
Yep.
It doesn't seem.
They don't care.
Like actual streamers,
like you could never get that shit on Twitch, right? You could never get off a stream that has 88,000 viewers that's all scam viewers on Twitch. You literally could never get that shit off, yo.
Video games. Well, then the contest becomes a lot more fair. And there's still a lot of huge streamers. I mean, look, Steak right now is live with 41,000 viewers. That is massive. That is a huge stream.
When you look at the actual streams going on with real sentient human beings behind them, the number gets a lot lower than you would expect given the huge number that you can see in the data. Especially when you look at gaming in particular, the number there is lower than Twitch. Twitch is beating them like my meat in that department.
Okay.
So if I were to rephrase the question, is YouTube live streaming a failure? In America, in English-speaking countries, kind of. Yeah, maybe a little bit. They're not doing as well as people thought they would.
But in Latin America,
they're doing amazing.
Yeah.
They're crushing.
Exactly.
And you know this is true if you watch VTubers. VTubers crush on YouTube, man. All of Asia seems to prefer YouTube for a live streaming platform, and it makes sense.
And this is something I've been saying for a while.
I didn't know. Wait, really? Is this a dude? How do people know about this shit? VTubers are mainly on YouTube. I thought VTubers are mainly on Twitch. So VTubers are mainly on YouTube, and they're cooking the Asian audience?
As well. Internationally, YouTube streaming is huge. But in America, it's definitely second fiddle to Twitch. The biggest breakout star on YouTube streaming is obviously iShowSpeed. But outside of Speed, all the other big English-speaking streamers are on Twitch. But internationally, YouTube's doing very well. Ludwig also gave an example about how Twitch abandoned
YouTubers
South
go
Korea
crazy.
recently,
Twitch isn't in Asia,
so
that's
there's
why?
just a lot.
Wait, is that true? Twitch is not in Asia? Wait, oh no, they do this. I'm freaking. I know they use something different, but like Twitch is at least there, right? But like people just don't use it. They prefer like another website. Fuck Ludwig. Why are you saying that?
A lot of places that are preferring YouTube for streaming outside of America. And another thing, YouTube's player is just better than Twitch's.
This is true.
You can rewind the stream.
You can
do
this. You can do this. You can do this.
Look better. So if you're someone that just likes to kick back and watch a stream and not really interact at all, YouTube's player is going to be very enticing and probably going to be the preferred platform for you. But a lot of people who watch streaming because they like the interactive element of it. And that's where Twitch destroys YouTube. It has an entire culture to its chat. So a lot of people, well, I'm not even saying
the interactions,
people, everybody
the interactions at Twitch are lit. Like me talking to you guys,
like there's very few people that like the YouTube chat experience because there really isn't one. Like even going to the biggest streams, you're not going to see a whole lot going on in the chat
spams?
aside from like some spam here and there. But on Twitch,
for no reason.
you'll see like entire discussions happening in chat or like a bunch of like inside jokes and all kinds of shit that just makes it feel like a real community as opposed to on YouTube's chat.
Twitch farms parasocial shit, right? I think that's what it is. Twitch farms that parasocial credit, yo. No lie. Look at Africa streams. They're just thirst traps. You may enjoy it. Oh yeah.
Experience.
Oh yeah. We gotta check that out after this.
I have a similar takeaway as Ludwig when it comes to whether or not YouTube streaming is a failure.
See that? Yeah.
Overall, catch you, bro. It's not because it's doing so well internationally, but when it comes to English-speaking streaming content, it definitely is well behind Twitch. Yes, it is gaining a little bit, but more and more streamers are just switching back to Twitch.
But most of the money comes from English-speaking audience, right? Like that's how YouTube does their money stuff. Is like. You could be like, if you get a bunch of views from like not America or not the UK, or I mean, I don't know what else, because I didn't do a lot of studying into it, but like, you know, those are like the prime views and they pay you more money if you have like American viewers, right? But if you have it like from India, for example, or like Mexico, like in a lot of Spanish speaking communities, they don't give you that much money for those views, which is weird. Which is super weird. My friend has 600k followers on YouTube. He did start on YouTube, but then switched to Twitch because it's way better. Wow, that's actually crazy. That's starting on YouTube and getting that big and switching to Twitch is crazy. People love to use emotes and shit. Yeah, that's part of the culture, right?
A lot of the influx came from seeing big streamers come to YouTube and people following that path. And now that even more are going back to Twitch, I think that's going to continue to happen. But yeah, it doesn't mean YouTube streaming as a whole is dead or a complete failure. It just really lost all of its footing in America.
Yeah.
I do, however, disagree with Ludwig on a pretty big thing, which is multi-streaming. I started multi-streaming almost a year ago now, and I actually think it was an incredibly good decision. And one that I still believe is a very smart decision for many streamers, regardless of their size. Ludwig believes that multi-streaming isn't great because
I've heard of both sides. I think this part we'll never know until someone does it, either or. It's easy to say it won't work now because like very few people have done it that haven't already been like successful and then they do it. But the real question is, can someone from the ground up multi-stream and have it work out? That's tough, bro. That's tough.
Your viewers spread out, so it basically splinters them.
How to go the streamer has good points,
which makes it very difficult to reach the consistently.
I'm gonna have to edit. Okay, wait. Not. This is not a shill for my Discord, but if you post that on the Discord, like whatever, I'll watch it. But if you just send it here or whatever, I'll also look it up after this, so you don't have to do that. That's just the Discord community, bro. Because we be reacting all the time, right? I should watch that. Especially if it's up to date, I should watch it. I gotta figure it out, right?
Highs of some of like the top streamers on Twitch. By being married to one platform in particular, you can cultivate that audience and grow it there, so that way you're at the top of those categories consistently, like on Twitch or something, so you'll keep getting new viewers and reach insane peak viewership, because as more people find you, more people talk about you, and it's just like a cycle. It's just a cycle, as opposed to having a lower number on that platform because some of the viewers are watching you on a different platform, so then not as many people are seeing it and talking about it. And like, I get the point, but I do think that being on two different platforms is reaching two different audiences. And I think that's pretty clear looking at like Tim the Tatman here, right? Like his YouTube number is lower than his Twitch number, even though he started as a Twitch streamer and spent 3 years as a YouTube streamer. It's pretty clear that those have to be different viewers that are being reached.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of value in that. For one, I think it's better for viewers because you give them the option to watch you on their favorite platform. So viewers that prefer YouTube can watch you there if they want like the better player, or they can watch you on Twitch if they want the better interactive experience with chat. And I think it's good for the streamer too because you're reaching two separate audiences.
I think that he makes a really good point here. Like you want to give your audience options so that they don't have to like let's say like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm a Twitch viewer, right? I'm on Twitch all the time. So if like someone was like one of my favorite creators like, hey, you have to watch me on YouTube now, God, that would be so obnoxious. I just wouldn't move. But if it was like, hey, you can watch me on YouTube now, so now all these people that are on the YouTube side, they might say, oh my God, Asmongold is like a great example I would use, right? He's like, oh my God, because he has a big YouTube following, like he's streaming on YouTube now, so like a lot of people from the YouTube community will just go watch him there. And then he'll double the dub. He'll double the dub. Not bad, right? You need to stream on Twitch and upload your stream on YouTube. So I do that, but I don't think people really like watching the whole VODs. You know what I mean? So like if you look at my YouTube, it's all like reaction, like content stuff. Like this will be on YouTube. Like you guys are going to be on my YouTube. I'm gonna edit some of this out because obviously there was a little bit in between where I was just talking and shit. But like you guys will be on my YouTube. 20, yeah, and you need to cut in 20 minutes. Yeah, I tried to like cut out the highlights and shit. Yeah, I like even for these reacts. But the issue is like I need an editor. Because like doing this shit all by yourself, oh God. And you have the stream is like, oh, hello mommy, I'm on YouTube. True.
Audiences at the same time. The YouTube audience and the Twitch audience, yes, there's definitely going to be overlap, but it's not like it's the same audience on both platforms that's been fractured.
I would say if I had to guess, man, I'm just throwing out a number, it's like a little 30% overlap.
It's two separate ones, and I think there's definitely benefits there because if he wasn't multi-streaming, for example, he was only on Twitch, the 11,000 people on YouTube that were watching Tim might not be watching him on Twitch, so he'd stay at 17,000 over there. And
yeah, I was like realistically, like let's say those numbers, right? 11,000 on YouTube and then like 17,000 on Twitch. I feel like if he didn't stream on YouTube, he would have like maybe 20,000 on Twitch, right? But then like overall, you want the bigger number.
Completely miss out on 11,000 eyeballs from YouTube.
Go on Fiverr for editor. Plus, I think the added benefit I've thought about that too.
YouTube VODs are significantly better than Twitch VODs. So when he finishes that multi-stream, his YouTube stream immediately saves as a video to his channel in the live tab that viewers can go back and watch.
Oh, that's true, in the live tab. I forgot.
Also, that gets put into the algorithm pretty often. There are streams that'll pop up in recommended, even if you're not someone already watching streams on YouTube. If there's some type of overlap in the algorithm between what video you watched and what stream gets popped up. So it also helps you in that regard, reaching a new audience that maybe found you through a VOD and then chooses to watch you on YouTube. So I just really think there's a lot of things that make multi-streaming a good idea, regardless of how big a streamer is. I think it's a very, very good idea for someone that's just starting out streaming, because you want to lat spread as much as possible to get your lats exposed to whoever is on whatever platform. Just spreading your wings as far and wide as they can go on as many platforms as you can, I think is great for anyone that's just starting with streaming.
Damn.
Which I know Ludwig does agree with. He mentions that. And he also mentions that multi-streaming is optimal for events. He thinks that's the one that makes the most sense.
Maybe I'll be nice to help you with editing, but after a year, I want my 10%.
Because it puts the event in front of so many other eyeballs. But I do really think it's...
I would never make you do that. I would never make you do that.
A very viable strategy.
It's a lot of work. Editing's a lot of work.
Consistent streamers as well. It just puts your content to more people.
I'm just happy you guys are here. Honestly, that's all that I care about.
Fractures your viewership all that much, because I really am starting to believe there isn't a ton of overlap between Twitch viewers and YouTube viewers. I think they stay in their own pockets with their preferred platforms. So
that's an interesting take that I haven't heard before. Like other than when he said it, right? That there is like a different, like there are different sets of people. That's hard to tell, right? Like you would have to run a survey like to your YouTuber viewers and like Twitch streamers and see like how much of the Venn diagram is in the middle, right? And how much of it is like separate. If it's a big separation, I think that's very valuable, like incredibly valuable.
I don't even think you take a huge
or join stream John and stream the farm clips and post them on TikTok.
When I started
with your boobas,
I was averaging like 11 or 12,000 viewers on Twitch, and then I started multi-streaming. And then my average on Twitch went down to like 8 or 9,000.
Okay.
So it was a little bit, but then I gained about 15,000 on YouTube. So, you know, it really doesn't seem like it's that big of a trade-off when it comes to multi-streaming. I really think
Ludwig's point is that you want bigger numbers on Twitch because that cycles your Twitch's number higher. I kind of see it's saying like, oh, well, like you'd rather have like the 11K on Twitch as opposed to like the 8K and the 15K on YouTube because like no one cares about YouTube. I guess
it's more positives than negatives. But anyway, I just wanted to yap about this as a part-time streamer. Just kind of wanted to weigh in here. That's about it. See ya.
Yo, Charlie W video. Yo, I feel like I learned so much from this video. Like I always had like I'm not gonna multi-stream. I like except for TikTok. I would multi-stream on TikTok, but I wouldn't stream on I wouldn't multi-stream on any other platform than TikTok because I know like that's where a lot of the people come in and the discoverability is way better in my opinion on TikTok, right? But the idea of streaming on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok, shit, okay.